Our next 4-star game, ladies and gentlemen. Batman Arkham Asylum. I love this game. There was a sale on all 4 of the Batman, the Arkham games. Asylum, City, Origins, and Knights. Can't remember. And I can remember I never finished an Arkham game. I've played all of them. Enjoyed all of them for the most part. City was the one that I probably got the furthest through. I never played Asylum. Just never got around to it. I loved this game. I charged through this game in a week. In 24 hours. Did as little side quests as possible. I did it the Alex way. And I went into this thinking, like, yeah, this is going to be a solid 3-star game because I remembered Arkham City. That's probably what I thought about that. Again, I'm not spoiling my score for that because that one doesn't have anything close to a definitive score right now because I still need to play through it again. And I haven't played that game in like 10 years. But Arkham Asylum, by the time I got through the end of it, I was firmly in the camp of, now this is a 4-star game easily. And this is an example of one that it never, like, maybe before I picked a controller up, I had this perspective, like, oh, this is probably going to be a 3-star game. And at no point did my expectations dip to that. They only rose. As every sequence went by, every room, every encounter, every objective, they really did a great job with making it feel like a pretty big world, even though you're on one little island. And it just brought me back to a time where, like, open world games, quote unquote open world games, didn't feel so, freaking overwhelming. And I've seen so many videos recently on this. Seems like it's almost a new little video essay trend. Like, open world games are a mess. I need to watch the one. It's the girl. She's like biting a controller in the thumbnail. I've had it in my save for a while, and I haven't gotten around to watching it. It seems really good. Watch like the preview, and I'm like, oh, this looks good. Maybe I'll do that today. Couple that with everything else with everything else I need to watch, like Get Back and stuff. Thank you, Tyler, for recommending that to me. I know I have to buy Disney Plus. Anyway, Arkham Asylum never wavered. It was a solid 4-star experience from beginning to end. Great story. If it wasn't a Batman game with just other villains like this, I would have loved it. And that's a big thing. If this wasn't a blank game, would I love it as much? That's usually a big difference between a 3 and a 4-star game. And you're going to see something like that too as we get to a 3-star game. But Batman Arkham Asylum, it was the Assassin's Creed fighting style hasn't even been like perfected yet, but it feels like it started with Assassin's Creed, but the preferred variation that most games use is the one that Arkham City did. The one button to like attack, one button to counter, and then you have the combos with multiple buttons kind of build up. I never felt overwhelmed with the upgrade system. It was really simple. It wasn't a game that pretended to be a big RPG. It was an action game with some RPG elements. I never felt like it was necessary. I felt like I was being given a pretty tailored experience while still not I didn't feel super pushed to one direction. I don't know. I liked the tightness. I liked being able to move through all the areas quickly. I just liked how you're able to play through the freaking game. And one big thing that I noticed was that I actually told myself I was going to sit down. I was going to play all the Arkham games just back to back to back to back to back. And I finished Arkham Asylum, and I was like, okay, now I'm going to download Arkham City, and then just start playing it. And then, like, I pick up Arkham City, and then, like, just immediately, I'm like, God, it's too big. It's too big already. Like, just, I feel overwhelmed with the amount of space that I'm given. And it doesn't seem fun. It's, so much FOMO, fear of missing out. It's inside of a game. I shouldn't feel that. So I'm going to dive into it a little more. I'm going to be patient, take my time. But Arkham Asylum, I never felt that. I felt like just the right amount of space, with just the right amount of time, just the right amount of villains, with just the right amount of challenge. It was just the right amount of everything. Why isn't it 5 stars? Just lacked the it factor. Just lacked that oomph. But a 4-star, like I said before, is still a classic game. Is a must buy, must own. A 4, in my opinion, is an absolute must own, and you need to have this one on your shelves. You got to play through Arkham Asylum if you're a video game fan. It really is, and especially like if you're a DC comic fan. You know, like I'll find a lot of people who are fans of like comics and movies who don't play a lot of games. You're missing out a lot on a lot of great stories in these games. And I'm telling you, if you play a lot of these games on easy mode, just kind of roll through them, especially if you're not that proficient of a gamer, you'll have a great time and you'll really enjoy the story. Spider-Man PS4 is another good example, which again, I don't have a rating for that. No, I love it. And if my PS4 didn't get destroyed by my daughter, I'd probably be able to play through it a couple more times and have a more full opinion. But I did play through that one. And like, if you're a Spider-Man fan, like, you need to play that game, even if it's just on easy mode and skipping all the hard parts. All right. Arkham Asylum in the books.